Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Get Out of Your Shell with, of course, your host, Natty. And today I have a very special friend of mine that is here visiting in Houston. And tell us your name.
My name's Kaylee Adams.
Kaylee Adams. So what are you doing here? Who's Kaylee Adams? Tell us who's Kaylee Adams.
I'm from Dallas. I graduated a couple weeks ago from Northwest High School, and I'm 17, and I'm coming here because I just finished my new student orientation at the college I'm going to.
Good. What college you're going to?
I'm going to Texas State.
Yay, Texas State. Look at her. And she's wearing it right now. So what are you looking into? What are you gonna go for? Tell us.
I'm going for family and community sciences, and I'm gonna end up being a teacher.
Okay.
A high school English teacher.
Why did you decide to do teaching?
It's just one of those things that's like you feel like it's the path you should go on. So.
Okay. Well, good. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. Really excited. Yeah.
Good. So, what has been your biggest challenge that you have found starting college, and how did you handle it?
Lots of independence. It's a really big jump from high school to college. A bunch of papers and a lot of money. Handling it, my mom's been a really big help, and I've been working a lot of hours.
Okay. And did you get any help? Do we need to give us a little bit of advice of people that want to go to college? What do they do? Because I know that you're not even 18 and you're already going into college. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a bit difficult not being a legal adult because I feel like a baby when I'm there because like everyone's 18 and all that, and I feel like it would be a bit of a struggle with that. But you just kind of like gotta go with it. It's definitely God's plan, so I just have to go with what feels right.
Love it.
And know that that's what's meant to happen.
Yeah,
that's as long as you trust yourself and have faith, it's an easy step.
Good. So how do you keep yourself motivated when it gets overwhelming? Because it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna stay there, right? So how do you keep yourself going?
I just know that it's going to get me to a really good future and a really good point, and that not everyone can go to college, so it's a really good opportunity, and I have to understand that not everyone gets the same opportunity as this, so I just got to push and keep pushing.
That's good. How did you do it being 17 and already going to college? Because you're ahead. You're really ahead. Tell us a little bit about it. What did you do?
I went to an early college high school for 2 years. And then I transferred to a bigger high school, and since I had so many extra credits, I was able to graduate and earn some college credits along with that.
That's good. How was it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. How did you manage to do it? Because I know you have, family, brothers, sisters, mom and dad, and how did you manage to do all that? It's not easy.
It's not. I did put my family and friends first from school. I realized that grades are important, but I was making good enough grades to get me into a college, so I didn't let school take over me like a lot of other people did. So I stayed with friends, family, because they were always going to be my biggest support system. So that was a really big help. That's how I got through.
So how important it is for family to support a student? Tell us.
It's super important. I think a lot of students going into college try to separate themselves from their family because they're leaving, or like separate from their friends. But I think it's super important to keep those connections and friendships and relationships because they were there while you're going through the process of college and all that, and they're gonna keep you in that little mindset to keep going.
What is like one thing that you want parents to understand when you're going to college, and what is it that one thing that you're like, oh, I wish my parents understand this and supporting me in this area? Is there anything that you wish they did?
Expect attitude. Expect lots of attitude, and don't give attitude back, because it gets hard. It gets really stressful. So I know I bickered a lot with my mom starting off, and I still do with college and all that. But she's still a really big help because I think she understands, like, it's a lot. lots of attitude in general.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is very true, and also probably the expectations of them are very high, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, the expectations are very very high, and
Yeah.
how do you manage that?
Um, I set my own expectations and don't really go with what others expect from me. Because as long as I'm able to, understand I tried my hardest, that's all that matters, really.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
and that's real good, and I'm so happy and glad that you're gonna go and move forward because
Mhm.
many of us are high school, even we didn't go to college or even high school dropouts, but
Mhm.
it's not easy going to, even right now in this time, going to school is very
Yeah.
difficult.
And
So
expensive.
it's very
Yeah.
expensive, yeah. But with the support of the parents, of course, and also with grants and the support out there, that there's a lot of support. Tell us, how did you manage to do that? How did you get help from other places?
Um, I applied for a few scholarships. I think that would definitely be the best option for anyone. I didn't get any, but FAFSA also helped a lot as
That's what
well.
helps. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. So, how has technology and social media helped you get further? What do you think? Does that help?
Yes. Social media definitely helps. Whenever I went to orientation, getting a bunch of people's social media, it's kind of like it has me more excited because like now I have people there. So definitely getting to know people before you get to campus and before you get to college, and like having social media as like a ladder to climb up to meet people, it helps a lot.
Yeah,
So,
that's
mhm.
good. That's good. So, are you ready to go by yourself and to be in your dorm? Because I know you live with your family for
Mhm.
so long. How are you gonna
Um,
manage that?
I've always been pretty independent, so I haven't been too stressed about it. I know I do get pretty homesick from my mom, not my house. So I think definitely as long as I keep in touch with her and call her, it's not gonna be too bad. I'm pretty excited and my roommates are great, so I'm ready to go on my own and decorate my own little cute house.
That's
So
good.
yeah.
So, what is the most important lesson you have learned from, going to school and now going to college? It's like, wow, this really has been a lesson, and I, overcome it, and I did it, and I moved forward. Is
Mhm.
there anything?
I would definitely recommend just kind of do it. You only live once. Do anything
You
that
only
comes to
live
your
once.
head.
Listen to that, and you just
Yeah.
gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. I've talked about this a lot, but like orientation, there's a lot of things I was like, what if, because I went door to door talking to people, I was like, what if people think I'm weird? What if people think I'm annoying? I wouldn't have made any friends if I didn't do that. So definitely doing it
Be
and
out
not
there.
like being stressed over it was very smart.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, what is one thing of advice that you will give um, students right now that are about to go into college, or they're still, seniors? What is an advice that you will give to them to maneuver to get that better, faster, or easier for them?
I
What do
would
you think?
recommend dual credit, especially if your high school offers it, and then I would also recommend staying true to yourself because trying to change to talk to like other people who you might not even like be friends with your whole life, it's gonna mess everything up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good,
Mhm.
good. Is there any advice you want to give, um, just to the people in general? Your age
Mhm.
group, that something that you have learned that you want them to, be better, or to use a certain thing, or maybe social media a certain way. I don't know. Is there any advice you want to give to them, now that you are moving forward and
Mhm.
going to college?
Um, Go to a good college. I would definitely recommend that. Don't go just because someone you know is going, and then choose your friends wisely. You are who you surround yourself with.
That's good.
So,
That's very good. And the last thing, Kaylee, who do you admire and why?
um, I admire my mom and I admire my aunt because my mom, she had me at a very young age and she worked very hard to get to where she is now. So I think all the work and effort she put into that is very impressive. And then my aunt is she's kind of like the first person I saw go to college. So she inspired me to go to Texas State and all that, and she's been a really good help. And seeing how she's like gone through that is really impressive.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the support of the family, it is extremely important. And you know what? It's all about the future of our, children, family, students, and to move forward and to get better. Because, well, I didn't have college or but I study a little bit. I did, but much later. But anyway, anything else? Any last words you want to
Oh,
tell
you don't have cats?
them? Hey, last thing, I hear you have a kid. You have a cat at the door. So tell me a little bit about him.
He's very playful. My roommates are really excited over the cat. They're all cat people. It was definitely the way I talked to them about it. I didn't want them to know I had a cat. So I was like, I don't want them to be like, yeah, I like cats because you had a cat. So I kind of brought it. I was like, oh, how do y'all feel about cats? And they're like, oh my gosh, I love them. So I was like, okay, so about that, I'm bringing a cat.
That's good. What is his name?
His name's Mr. Darcy. He's a little orange kid.
Darcy.
Mm-hmm.
And is he kind of also your emotional support?
Yes.
Yes, and it is important.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? She's going to college, and we're excited. And thank you so much for joining and watching. And if you have any questions, just let us know and put on the chat. Okay, we love you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Get out of your shell. Bye.